Now we going to start some short question answers with the examples and answers and questions. The first one is describe the turning point of your life. Everyone's have a turning point in their life. For example, the turning point of my life is when I was decided to take a university exam. I become more organized, hardworking, and dedicated to my work. And when my exam, I was so panicked at that time because I don't know what kind of question they ask in the question paper sheet, and the time management during the exam. So the all things was very stressed. So this is why uh, the turning point there was like, because it's changed my totally life after the examination. So the main turning point was of my life was that exam. So when I look at the exam, I look at the question paper there, I noticed the questions. Wait. Sorry. The question that I studied, I practiced, and the question that asked by uh, the examine question paper sheet, I was practiced a lot about it. I already practiced a lot about it before. And when I look at my question paper sheet, I was amazed because I know most of all the question answers there. So I gave my exam, and when the result came, I came second. So after that, the university also offer me some companies like for to getting a job. So after that, I got the job from there because of my higher rank. So that was my turning point of my life. So you can say like this. Everyone's have a turning point of their life. Okay, describe the most memorable point of your life. The most memorable point of my life was when I planned to migrate from for a better future, getting a job, birthday, or any other achievement. You can also talk about it. But I plan to migrate for better future or abroad. Okay, so many people uh, go one country to another country because of find a better future. So some people have a memorable point on it. The next is, do men and women spend their leisure time in different way? uh, Leisure activities are never gender based, so it depends on the personal choice. There is uh, man and woman sometimes have different choices with Okay, we were, do men and women spend their leisure time in different way? Leisure activities means a free time. Leisure activities are never gender based. Okay, so it depends on the personal choice. It's totally depend on the personal choice, what man and woman like. It depends on them, because everybody has a different mindset, everybody have a different desires. So it cannot be, we can divide it in on the gender based. The next is, who is your favorite relatives and why? It is very tricky question. uh, let's see answer in the book what they write. My favorite relatives in my is my uncle, who is well settled in Canada and is very practical, optimistic, and good decision maker. He always guides me to choose the right path and be morally upright, which was valuable advice in choosing my career. So what is your favorite relative and what is your favorite person? You can talk about. You can also generate answer on your own also. There is a my favorite relatives and my favorite person is, there is a aunt who guide me time to time because he is well educated. He guided me while choosing the university, while choosing the college, while choosing the subjects, choosing the job fields, choosing any business. She helps me a lot and guided me and correct my mistakes time to time when I made. She is kind of person who is my favorite. So this kind of person you can talk about because she is this good in decision making. Okay, and she has more practical experience in their fields related to the subjects and universities because of their higher education. This is, you can talk about it. Okay, which is better, single gender education or co-education? This is very very important. uh, it is very important question, like which is better, single gender education or co-education? Single gender education is where there's only girls or only boys sit in the class, both of one, only boys or only girls sit together in the class. This is called single gender education. The co-education is like they sit together in the class, so you can sit. Okay, let's see the answer, what they write the answer here. In my opinion, co-education is better because it gives a sense of competition. Co-education is better because it gives sense of competition and discipline among students. Moreover, it also helps in understanding the potential of everyone, as it teaches that boys and girls can do same thing. It also increases the respect held for each other. So in my opinion, co-education is better than single gender education, because if you talk about the respect, if you talk about the general ideas about topic and group discussions and confidence and about the discipline, you can mostly find in co-education sector rather than single gender. Because recently I also hear news about the co-education, because co-education students are more intelligent and are step forward as compared to the single gender education. Because single gender education, sometimes people don't know the what's wrong and right. uh, when after they complete the education, sometimes they become shy to talk to the uh, uh, like gender. For example, uh, there is a single gender education, so only boys sit in the class and there is no girl, so they don't know how to behave with the opposite gender, nor, as well as they don't know, they become more shy when they ask for something. When they grow up, they go to the sector of job and get any start any work, they become more shy and they are not open minded, become not open minded, so this is very very main problem. That was, the noise was made by the children outside, so this is why I off the mic. Okay, so co-education is very very important. Co-education has many benefits as compared to the single gender education. And in co-education you can cooperate and you can work better, perform better, because you can build their confidence and also can like get equal respect without any bias. So co-education, I prefer more co-education rather than single gender education. What is your preference? You can write down here in comment. What is better, single gender education or co-education? Okay. The next is, what are the reason of the differences between parents and children? What are the reasons of differences between parents and children? Let's see the answer what they write. The biggest difference occur due to the generation gap, which when both groups are not able to understand each other point of view, it creates different. You can easily see nowadays the gap between the parents and children has increased, and because this is called generation gap, because they have understanding, different understanding level, practical and theoretical experience, this is happen. So parents have experience of life, and due to the new generation, and the kids and children are require more facilities as compared to the past. So the main difference of this kind of generation gap is uh, lack of group discussion or lack of discussion in the families, because nowadays it is easily can be seen like family, nowadays it has a narrow families. People sit and they don't talk to each other, they not ask questions, they don't get like experience of life from the parents, and parents don't listen to the children because of the, you can say, ego. And this difference increases day by day. So this is the main cause. This is the main cause. Time, because nowadays people don't have a time to spend with each other, because nowadays the adults, youngster, the couple go to work in the morning and come back home at night, and children spend all the day, a half day in school and half day at their home, so they don't have time. They don't know how the relation can be built with the parents, and parents don't know how I can spend time with them because they had no time, the workload is heavy there. So this is the primary cause in increasing the difference between parents and children. So its only solution is to spend weekend time with family members, according to me. And they should take part outdoor activities and indoor activities, and they can take part in group discussions if they want. So it's totally depend on them. The next is, what is the role of extracurriculum activities in school and colleges? Uh, okay, I repeat question again. What is the role of extracurriculum activities in school and college? Extracurriculum activities like which are not related to study. They are out of study, like uh, you can see playing games, organized game in the school, organized game, and like swimming, football match, art and craft, painting, drawing, such kind of competitions called extracurriculum activities. Okay, let's read down the answer here. What they write: extracurriculum activities teach discipline, cultural tolerance, and also help students to expand their network, which is beneficial for exploring career opportunities. Which is beneficial for exploring career opportunities. For example, career. Let's talk about first line. Extracurricular activity teach discipline, cultural tolerance. Yes, it's true. Like when a children take part in extracurricular activities, they first learn discipline, rule regulation of the game, rule regulation, how to cooperate with other students, and how to cooperate with the rule and regulation of the game, cooperate with students, and tolerance. Like tolerance, how I can say cultural tolerance. Tolerance means um to ignore others mistakes, and tolerance kind of, you cannot feel pain when anyone say you bad. You become tolerant if you won the game or either you fail from the game. You should be tolerate about it. Okay, you don't feel like you don't disappointed. This is called a tolerate. And also help student to expand their network. Student can easily expand their network with the help of extracurriculum activities. For example, when student take part in a drawing session and group discussions, like sometime teacher gives a topic, sometime teacher gives topic about uh, about the traffic, topic about the environment, topic about the social science. So students sit together and talk about each other, give their view of point. So this is called build a network. So they think and take part, share their ideas. So this is the best ever activities. And what is next? Which benefits for exploring the career opportunity. Yes, these things, exploring the career opportunities, uh, you can online see there's many programs held by the college and universities. For example, in universities they held dance programs, speech programs, programs related to the career, like match, like cricket, football, tennis, swimming. So sometimes student take parts in such activities and can bright their future. Like they can come to know, like, yes, I am proficient in this field, I can do it. Like, so many students take part in drawing sessions, painting sessions, competitions, so they can easily, like, explore himself, and like can kind of they can see their uh, kind of what we can say, skill. The skill, they can come to know about their skills, what skills they have. And you can easily see the people who take part in sports activities and in social science, and they can easily get job in government job. So this is called extracurriculum activities. Next we talk about which is better option, stay in hostel or stay at home while studying. What about you? What do you think? What you think? Which is better option, staying in hostel or staying at home while studying? You okay? Let's see the answer what they write, and after that we discuss about it. It is quite debatable. It's quite debatable. Because both have their benefits. Stay in a hostel makes us self dependent, confident, and more organized. And a house, on the other hand, give us protection and comfort. So if you stay in hotel and study there, you can become a self dependent. It also can boost your confidence. You no need to depend on other family members there, because there is no family member in hostel, and you can come to know about how to cooperate with your roommates. Sometimes they cook, you have to cook yourself, learn skills, and you become more organized as compared to the uh, if you stay in home. However, home give more protection as compared to the hostel. So you can study whatever time you want at home, and the cooking thing, sometimes the other chores, you don't have to do that sometime because you are at home. And comfort is, you can easily see comfort if you stay home and study there, so people feel more comfortable there. I think both have their own peculiarities, benefits and drawbacks to stay, either stay hotels or stay at home. Next is, what is okay, what do you have to say about Indian students migrating to foreign countries for higher studies? Let's see the answer. I would say that to explore more and better opportunities in their respective fields, and also to get an international exposure. Indian students should are migrating abroad for higher studies. Moreover, developed countries promise quality education with international studies. What do you have to say about Indian students migrating to foreign countries for higher education? Uh, I think people go to abroad to get a higher education. For example, in a hotel fields, education related to the business, education related to the electronic media, and many other fields which they are interested in, like education related to the medication. When they completed study there, they come back to their country and start business and start education there. There are many centers who are opened by the Indians here because they completed their higher education from the abroad. So it helps the for the local community here in India, because children who don't have that much amount of money to pay for the higher education, they can study in these such institutes. And for example, some universities are based on engineer, some universities are based on technology. So it helps locals to get a chance to study there in lower weeks. So I think it's good idea to go to abroad for higher education, and it also enhance the communication skills of the students there, and it also put a positive effect on international relationships. What is next? Which is the best method to teach very young children? Which is the best method to teach very young children? What about you? What do you think? Which is the best method to teach very young children? If you have any idea, you can write down here in the comment section. Let's see what they write. In my opinion, playing and teaching is best method because it is very entertaining, which increase the child's retention. To teach very young children, what is the best method? According to me, nowadays, uh, I saw many videos on the internet. The children learn their lesson, study alongside the music. Okay, many Japanese video you can see the teacher practically teach kids about with the help of music, because children like music, and alongside the music play in the background, and the teacher teach their lessons. So, and the next is, it is the best way, and next is playing and teaching with kids and with childrens at school. It is also playing games, take organize games for the children, and that is the best method to teach very young children. Then there is one more point. You can see nowadays there is many program held for the younger children to teach what is wrong and what is right through the uh, through the LCD programs, like may create from the through the animation, because children love watching cartoons. So to teach kids about the social things, teach kids about the lesson, cartoons are the best way, because when the on LCD we play cartoons, and children watch them and act like them. Okay, so this is the best method nowadays to watching cartoon serials, and learn uh, the things from there, like about social science, things about communication, things about related to the education. This is the best method ever. Do you think that capital benefit is just this is the things here again? How can music be used to teach very young children? Yes, this is the answer I already told you. How can music be used to teach very young children? Teaching music to children can be very challenging. I am of the opinion that if music included as a part of curriculum, it would be easier to teach them. I am of the opinion that teaching music to children can be very challenging. I am of the opinion that if music is included as a part of their curriculum, wait, there is of teaching music to children can be very challenging. I am of the opinion that if music is included as part of their curriculum, it would be easier to teach them. And what is next? What are the type different type of water sports? So this is good question. What are the different type of water sports? There are a variety of water sports like swimming, surfing, jumping, swimming, surfing, boating, and river rafting, and fishing. Do you think technology is necessary? Yes, technology is necessary as it makes our work fast, errorless, more organized, and keep us update. So it's also good question. You can see in every field nowadays is uh, covered by the technology. If you have to send online documents, if you want to production of any product, uh, as well as in education, in the car industry, robot industry, everywhere technology is work. How often do you use technology? How often? I quite often technology use because it makes my work effortless and it enable me to face international challenges. Do you like dancing? What were you? Do you? Yes, absolutely. It's good exercise. Give me happiness. Sorry. Yes, absolutely. It's good exercise and give me happiness. I have a message on my phone, so wait for 5 minutes. I have a little cold. Okay, where were we? Okay, are there any music concert held in your city? Yes, music concerts are held in my city because people enjoy attending them and seeing the celebrities who are part of it. You can see every country the music concerts are held by the organizations, so people visit there, enjoy the live music, enjoy their favorite singers, favorite film actors. So I share my experience. Once I was went to a fair. It happened in last year. I went to a fair, and there was a live performance. I watched. There was a singer named Diljit, and he gave amazing performance there, and the there was a big ground who filled with lots of thousands of people there. It's very hard for me to get a ticket, but fortunately I already buy it 3 days before 3 days the concert. So uh, people love watching live concerts their favorite singers, musicians, and actors, celebrities. Next is, do you prefer live concerts or music on mobile phones? So I prefer music on my phone because I have a variety of options and can listen to music according to my mood. Moreover, there is no disturbance. Yes, there is no doubt. So if you go for a live concerts, you can face sometimes trouble with the crowd there. Crowd is the main cause, and if you watch and listen to music on online, you can, through the mobile phone, you can watch it very comfortable way. So this is the difference, and you can select song on their own, whichever song you want. And in the live concerts it does not happen sometimes. So this is why I everybody have their own choice. So if you want live concerts or watching shows on mobile phone, it's your desire, but I love both. Okay, what is next? There is very tricky question. Why do we need neighbors? Why do we need neighbors? Neighbors provide security and can be instant help during an emergency. Some neighbors can be good companion. Every near about everybody have a neighbor. So there are good neighbors or sometimes bad neighbors. So if you have a good neighbors provide security and help and can give you instant help and in emergency. And a neighbor can be a good companion. They can be good companion, help your ups and downs sometimes. So What kind of neighbor you have, you can write down in the comment section. Okay, so okay, there is a one question: how much freedom should be given to the teenager? How much freedom should be given to the teenagers who have age 30, between 30 to 90? Okay, let's see the answer and then we discuss. Teenager is growing age between 13 and 19. There are certain biological changes taking place that lead them to often be confused, emotional, ending up with them making rash decisions. Therefore, complete freedom can be disastrous. Complete freedom can be disastrous, like harmful. And this is the age when children can be easily misled by friends or the media. So you understand all the answer. So it is very sensitive age, the teenage. Okay, sometimes people confuse making wrong decision, and sometimes they make right decision because because of confusion and emotional ending up. And complete freedom, if you give complete freedom to the teenager, it could be disastrous because they can take any they can make any wrong decision sometime. So I think they should take a guide from their family member, parents, because they can be easily misled by the friends and the media. I give you one more example. You can see there are many fake IDs are on the Facebook, on the social media platforms, like which easily mislead to the children, to the teenagers, sorry, because of lack of experience of life. And so age 13 to 19, always take guidance from their parents while make any decision. What is next? Okay, how has the role of women changed in society? The role of women has changed drastically in society. Nowadays women are equal, qualified and working, which is a family sport. I think in many areas women perform very well as compared to the men. Sometimes there is not bias, but because women and men nowadays equally treated. And because it's usually seen in the teaching profession and in the schools, in the playway schools, mostly you can see women teachers there who hold the children, understand their feelings, as compared to the men. As compared to the other sector like banking, corporate sector, business sectors, they both are equal. They both are equal treated. Who as men performed as well as women performed. So there is no gender bias. It is very good. So women helps change to make a better society. So this is about the question. What is next? Do you think Indian women are different from Western women? So this is very tricky question. Yes, Indian women are more attached to their culture and tradition, whereas Western women are mostly job oriented and highly career conscious. I think both have their own peculiarities. Women from India, women from Westerns, both have their own peculiarities, own positives, own benefits. Because Indian women support their culture traditions as well as Western women are more job oriented, career conscious. It can be easily seen in movies and in videos I also watched. So this is what there is no difference. Do you think that women alone should be responsible for bringing up the children? The answer is sorry, no. I feel it is the collective responsibility for children to be nur- nurtured by the mother and father. Because yes, it is right because both have the responsibility for the children. Okay, to provide better education, to give a better life. So it is the responsibilities of parents, mother and father. Okay. Next is there. Let me see the time also. Yes, it's good. Okay. What is the difference between writing a letter and sending email? It's a very common question. Letter writing is slow process and handwritten document. It is an old mode of communication, whereas emails are messages sent through computer. Emails are very fast and have created a revolution in the field of communication. So they write. What is the difference between writing a letter and sending an email? According to me, both have a equal value because in rural area the people, their old aged people live there, and people who don't know how to use computer, the people who don't know how to sending messages like online, so the latter works there only. And people who live in city areas, people live in urban areas, and who know about how to use computers, sending emails through the mobile phones and laptop. So it's also very best way to convey the message through it, and instant way, as well as e there is no doubt emails is a fast way as compared to the letter, because letter, when we send letter, it takes many days and months as compared to the uh, sending email. You can send email in a minute as compared to the sending letter, and time consuming is the different part. Okay. So, okay, there is a one question. Tell me something about the education system in your country. In my country, both traditional and online studies are popular. Studies choose according to their understanding. In my country, both traditional and online studies are popular. Traditional studies like you wake up in the morning, be ready, go to school, take education there. Online education there, you just wake up and attend online classes. Okay, so uh, this is the education system in my country. Also, people who are punctual, they usually choose online education as compared to the students who want to get education in a practical way. They go to the school and take education there. uh, if you take education face to face, you can share your mistakes with the teachers. You can share their idea with the teacher as compared to the online education. Online education is also same as approachable, but online educations uh, is also very valuable, because sometimes in online education you sometimes get late and shrink your work, and to avoid taking online classes sometimes. So such kind of thing happening, but both educations have their own peculiarities. So both education have their own value. So if you want to take online education, it's depend on you. You can take it, you can take advantage of technology. If you want to take education in a practical way, you can visit any institute, school there, and take education from there. So both, it's called traditional method and online method. Okay, now we will talk about sleep. How many hours do you sleep in a day? On average, I sleep around 7 to 8 hours in a day because it clinically advised and keep me healthy and active. So 7 to 8 hours, everyone sleeps 7 to 8 hours. Some people who oversleep, some people who are not sleep 7 to 8 hours. It depends on their profession at work. For in my view, on average, I sleep 7 to 8 hours, which is good for health, and it's keep me healthy and active. Okay, what is next? How many hours do you think people need to sleep? This is very common question. I think different people have different sleeping patterns and requirements, but still, on average, 8 to 9 hours should be enough. It is true, 8 to 9 hours is enough for sleeping. There is some people have changed their pattern about sleeping because of their timetable of their jobs. For example, in the sector of medication, and there are some business who have night shifts, so they have a different time and different pattern for sleep. Okay, so it's totally depend on your job. It's totally depends on your work you do. But last but not least, 7 to 8 hours are good for health and for your that keep you active. So these 7 to 8 hours are enough for your good health and good sleep. What is next? What do you do when you feel sleepy but have to stay awake? What do you do when you feel sleepy but you have to stay awake? So, what do you do when you feel sleepy and but you have to stay awake? It's different question. What do you do when you feel sleepy? You feel very sleepy, but you have to stay awake. Okay, let's see the answer. I do a variety of things to stay awake at the point, like I have a cup of tea or coffee, splash some water in my eyes. Splash means water splashing in your eyes, or having a energy drink. Mostly I do when I feel sleepy, I take a cup of coffee, and when you take a cup of coffee, your sleep has gone. Next is, it is also good idea to splash water in your eyes, and you can also take a energy drink. I think coffee, taking a coffee cup of coffee is best idea to stay awake. You can take anytime. You can. It's very easy to prepare. Okay, what is next? What are the positive and negative point of living in your hometown? This is the question. What you can think on your own. What is the negative and positive points to of living in your hometown? Okay, let's see what they write. Then we add more lines. For positive points, I would say that hometown has many facilities like transportation, education, medical services. But for the negative ones, it's very crowded and polluted since it's developing cities with many teething problem. Teething problems. With teething problem. Teething problems means small problems. Okay, what are the positive and negative points of living in hometown? There are many positives alongside negative to live in the uh, living in your hometown. What is the positives? Positives like you have parks to living in the hometown. You have education system medication, transport system, public transport, and you have a market near you. You can buy anything you want, and as well as uh, the water facility, electrical facilities, parking lot facilities. So such are the a crime-free security to live in the hometown uh, are the benefits. If you talk about the opposite side, what is the negative to stay in hometowns? First and foremost is expenses, because you have to pay the higher tax as well as to the government. You have to, there is a next is a pollution, and pollution is the another drawback to live in hometown. Crowded places, the accident rates are higher in cities as compared to the rural areas because of crowd. And that other thing can be pollution, traffic problems, crowds, and what can we say more? Disadvantage about the hometown is lack of space as compared to the rural area, and I already told you about expenses. What we can say more? Eh, mm, Air pollution. Air pollution is the negative to stay in hometown as compared to the rural areas. So rush, traffic. So this is the crowd. This is the negative. Okay, let's take a 10 minutes break. Then we can start again discussion. With discussion about the question answers. You can discussion about the day to day question answers, day to day speaking. Okay, just give me 10 minutes. So I'm gonna take a break. Now we're going to talk about health education facilities in your areas. I live in posh area with good schools and hospitals. So in my area the majority of people are healthy. Also there are various coaching centers nearby by per training to various competitive fields that cater to fulfilling the educational needs of the students. We can simply say that like I live in a posh area. If you talk about health and education, about education or health, you can say like I live in a posh area. So the education facilities are given by my area like there are universities, universities, college, schools are here. So people can get education very easily, and moreover, uh, what you can say, it's about the education facilities. And after completing your schools you can and join college. After the education of college you can join universities. So in university you can get higher education according to your interest. You can choose subjects and fields. In the term of health, there are many renowned famous hospitals are here. So there are also medical colleges, so students get education from there. uh, and health departments are here as well. So in my area almost every facility is given by the government here. What is next? There is a one question: do you want any change to be introduced to your area? You can, yes, all I want are change like broad roads, public parks, and parking facilities. One kind of change, like a new thing you want in your areas, you can say like uh, almost every facility is provided by my area, but there is a no park. uh, I paid to the government, I paid to the officials, so to build a park for the people so they can go for exercise, walking, and take part outdoor activities. As well as you can also can see like the difficulties we face problem with the traffic jam here. So broaden the roads, we want broaden the roads there. So you can also add that kind of change in your area. Playground is the can be the another option, as well as hospitalization and education systems. Whatever you face problem in your area you can mention in that part. Okay. How is the public transport in your area? Luckily, the public transport in my area is very well connected. If the public transport in your area is well connected, so you can say yes, public transport in my area is well connected. If they don't, so you can say we face problem with the public transport in my area because of lack of public transport like bus, trains. So the facility is not as good as compared to the other cities. And because for example where I live, the public transport is very well, because you can board a bus in every 3 kilometer area here. And if you want to board a bus and want to get a train, so you can easily get here because it's a junction in my city, it's railway junction. So as well as if you want to travel by cab, you can also book a cab online, book a ride online as well, and you can get cab and rider in just under 5 minutes. Okay, just 5 minutes. What is next? What is the more important? What is more important? Health or wealth? What you think about it? Health is important or wealth is important? According to me, both have their own peculiarities. If you have a good health, you can live better life. You can live. Uh, you can enjoy your life if you have a better health. If you have money, you can fulfill your dreams. You can buy anything you want. You can travel the world. So I don't think uh, there should be uh, there should be a I think separate or anything from it, because both have their own peculiarities. mm, People uh, believe both are equal, so it's important. Okay, how does modern lifestyle lead to health related issues? How does modern lifestyle lead to health related issues? Okay, let's see the answer. A modern lifestyle results in high level of stress, which can lead to many disease and disorders like hypertension, depression. Yes, in modern lifestyle, most of the people live in the cities, and in metropolitan cities also, they have a modern lifestyle. They don't have time for their families. They eat not good food because uh, the adulterations on very high rate in cities, as well as the high level of stress. People who live in with a modern lifestyle, who have a modern lifestyle, they always, you can see, busy, high level of stress, depression, tension. They face such kind of problems, uh, and such kind of diseases and disorder. You can see the problem related to the health, like they are more fatty sometimes, uh, because of modern lifestyle. People don't care about their health when they have money. They just spend money and enjoy their life, and sometimes they are busy in their work schedules, in jobs, and so this is why modern lifestyle leads to health related issues. What is next? What do you think life more healthy live sorry repeat again. Who do you think lives more healthy life? A person living in city or living in village? So who live better lifestyle? I mean living healthy lifestyle. A person who live in village or a person who live in city? Let's see. Although the health of person depends on their lifestyle, one living in a village will usually have upper hand with less hostile. Hostile environment is a harmful environment. Hostile environment. Okay, it is a short answer. So let me complete it. Okay. The health of the person depends on their lifestyle. Our living is a village will usually have a upper hand, while with a less hostile environment. So, who lives better lifestyle, living in city or living in village? It is there is no doubt. If person live in village, they can have healthy food like vegetables, meat, pure, no adulterations, like uh, less adulterations as compared to the cities. City people can buy anything from near the market, but adulteration rate is very high. Due to this, they can have health related problems. And another thing is pollution. Village have a less pollution as compared to the cities. Cities have a higher pollution, crowd, stress, depression, and whereas according to the healthy lifestyle, village lifestyle is much better than city lifestyle. Moreover, in village you can get pure air, and you can see land, peaceful areas. But in city you can get anything you want, you can buy anything, uh, but not as healthy as compared to the village. In cities you can get modern lifestyle, but not healthy lifestyle. So according to me, uh, there is no doubt there's um, many place for exercise here, like a gym and grounds, but people don't have time to visit there. So the life of modern life of city is not as healthy as compared to the village. Let's talk about, is it advisable to go for regular body checkup? So you can, as we know that prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Regular checkups helps in detecting the diseases at very first stage. What is next? What is next? How many hours do you think a person should work? A person on an average should work only between 8 to 9 hours depending on deadlines. Let's talk about movies. Do you think films on real life events on history should be made? What do you think? Do you think films on real life events or history should be made? Yes, as it can give us deep knowledge about a period of time we are not familiar with. I think uh, if director and producers start making films on reality, they can come to know about, the people can be come to know about the real life as compared to live live in fiction. For example, you can easily see in many movies, you can easily see in many movies there, uh, especially in animation movies, people just uh, children just watch a fiction world. They don't watch reality. There are also many movies for youngster. They also watch movie for entertainment purpose, like movies based on fictions, uh, imaginations. So I don't think it's a very good thing. It's only good for entertainment part. As compared to the reality, we should make more movies on reality, so people can get know about the uh, mm, truth of life. There are many heroes, there are many real life heroes in the world, so people should make movies on it. Okay, this is I am this is the result, because movie is the only way we can get deep knowledge. uh, there are many movies based on athletes, sportsmen, and movies based on struggle, life struggle. So it's give a deep knowledge, as well as you can get a, story of on reality. Okay, what is next? Okay, there is one question, like, do you think we should ban movies showing violence? Yes, as they can hamper the mind of children. We might learn negative things from it. Movies are the minor mirror of society. Sorry, movies are the mirror of society. Yes, it's true. So they have a great impact on every section. I don't think we should make a movie on violence, because it put a negative effects on the mind of the youngster and the children. They can be easily distract from their future and from their uh, life. There are many movies are banned by the government who are based on violence, based on riots. It should be banned. Okay. What is next? Okay, let's talk about meditation. Do you prefer meditation? Yes, I love meditation. Uh, I do it because I find it very relaxed. So people do meditation when they are suffer from stress related problems. They have tension of work. They don't have time to deal with their families and friends, and they can't negotiate with them, they can't talk to them because they don't have time. So meditation is the best way to reduce stress level. So I think it works to more extent. Okay, what is the future of meditation? What is the future of meditation? Since stress levels are at an all-time higher these days, okay, I think the future of meditation is very bright and popular. Yes, this is true. Levels are very high these days. The only solution for person is meditation. So person who struggle with stress related problem, depression related problems, he or she can do meditation. You can start meditation with start from 10 minutes, and day by day you can increase time as you want. So I think it's also have a bright future, as I told you before, because number of people suffering from stress related problems, and they want guidance from the meditators. So they can visit them and take a guidance like how to do meditations, because to do meditation is not as easy, but uh, practice make persons perfect. So you need practice and practice and practice. This is how you can do meditation. Thank you. What is next? What do people what do people in your area do to get relaxed? What people do in my area to get relaxed? Okay. People in my area go for regular walk or talk to each other in order to get relaxed. Like old people go for yoga or laughter exercise, while children play on swings and enjoy slides in the park near my house. The question is here, what do people in your area do to get relaxed? So most of the people take part in outdoor activities, sorry, like go for exercise, jogging, walking, join group discussions, and they share their ideas. If they have any problems related to the government and society, so you can share their ideas with them. So this is the best way to relieve your stress, and as well as you can also in the term of children can visit parks, because nowadays it can the survey was conducted by the explorers, and they see the children also take stress. It can be study stress and higher competition, as well as we can say stress that's mm, related to the job, related to the work. So that's why you can take part in group discussion, like talk to share their problems with them. So this is the best way to relieve stress and be relaxed. So in my area, people usually visit park also. So they sit together and also join laughing clubs. You can see in the park many people laugh and very loud voice sometime, because in that way they feel more relaxed. So what is next thing? The children play on swings, as I told you before, and enjoy slides, seesaw. Okay, what is next? What are the effect of stress on people? This is the question. Like, what are the effects of stress on people? So, what can be the effects? If you know any effect, please write down in the comment, so we can also share this idea to others as well. Stress has many negative effects on people. Yes, this is true, such as depression, anxiety, insomnia, negativity in life. Uh, Stress has many negative effects on people. So depression, anxiety, and insomnia, negativity in life. Yes. According to me, people who go through this stress, they sometimes it happens when they visit in their room for taking anything. It can be the pen, mobile phone, book, their documents. Sometimes their mind go blank. So it is the reason of stress. If they have stress, they just start overthinking also, and it put negative effect on their overall health. So it put bad effects, a negative effect on the health. Okay, what are the various reason for stress? Let's see. In my opinion, a lack of time management, inability, inability to set priorities cause stress because the workload nowadays is increasing and targets are unachievable. So this is right. Various reasons for stress, as I told you before, and the new reasons like competition. You can see in schools and in university colleges and in job place, people suffer from stress because they want they compete to each other, and workload is the another cause. Okay, lack of time management. Some people who are very lazy, and they shrink works. This is the another reason. Okay, what's next? In future, what type of activities do you think will be popular? What kind of things you think will be popular in future? In future, according to me, indoor activities will be more popular because digitalization is at its peak. Digitalization means uh, work done by mobile phones, laptops, uh, rather than working on machines, uh, rather than handmade works. So this kind of work people do. This is why they write. People like to indoor activities. People will do indoor activities. So what is next? What are the benefits of outdoor activities? This is good question. The benefits of outdoor activities are that they increase our stamina, give us a different environment, and keep us physically fit. So this is right. So when people, when anyone go for outing, like take part outdoor activities like playing football, cricket, and do exercise in the park, walking, jogging, and it put good effect on the overall growth of the person, like increase their stamina, they can live healthy lifestyle, and so uh, they can be physically fit. So outdoor activities put positive effect. What is next? Mm, 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 mm. As I mentioned before, there is a question also. I already given the answer. What are a few outdoor activities? Popular activities include playing crickets, football, going for a walk. Yes, these are outdoor activities. Define true friendship. This is this is the question here. Define true friendship. In my opinion, a true friendship has complete understanding and compatibility and unconditional. Yes, this is right. If you find a true friendship, you can rely on person without any hesitation. You can know about their behavior, habits, and you can do unconditional love. And the best things, you can understand better. Your understanding match with the person, and in that way you can find a true friendship, as well as they can be loyal for each other and help each other. They can take care about each other. So this is, if such gestures you saw in your in your friends, in your friend, so it's a true friendship. How do you manage dispute in your friendship? This is also a very good question. How do you manage disputes in your friendship? I manage disputes in my friendship by resolving any misunderstanding through confrontation. Confrontation. Let me check. Confrontation is kind of verbal argument. Okay. So I repeat the question. How do you manage dispute in your friendship? I manage disputes in my friendship by resolving any misunderstanding. Resolving any misunderstanding through confrontation. Okay. So you first and foremost, you should be patient. You should have patience to listen others if you have a misunderstanding. Okay, through confrontation. This is the only way to sort out any friendship problem. Okay, let's. What is the checkup? Uh, let's go to another question. Okay, do you take advice from people or other than your family members? Do you take advice from people other than your family members? Yes, sometimes I take advice from my teacher, friends, even my relatives. I like to take advice from people who have expertise with my situations. So it depends person to person, because some people take only guidance from their family members because they can understand better. Some of the people take guidance from their teacher when they go for university schools, when they want to select subjects, when they want to buy anything they don't know, that they don't familiar with, they can take guidance from their friends, advice from their uncle, aunt, relatives, and but for the life lesson can be taken by the parents only, according to me, because they can give you best ever advice, because they go through the same situation in their life, because they have a life experience. They know better about the ups and down part of the life. They have more experience. So it's depend on the situation. It depends on the suggestion you want to take from your friends or family members. What is next? Whose advice you do? Whose advice do youngsters follow more? Friends or family members? In my opinion, youngsters trust their friends blindly rather than their family members because they are their companions and understand them well. Okay, what do you think? Whose advice do youngsters follow more, friends or family members? There is no doubt. Youngster mostly take advice from their classmates, from their mates, because they are blindly trust. You can trust more. Uh, as well as their companion understand them well. So I think so. In some situation, youngster most rely on their friends. Okay, so now